How's it going, everybody? You got me? Everyone hear me okay? Alright, wait for some people to trickle in here. Check. 1, 2, yeah. Cool. So, I got this mic stand set up. A lot of people give me a hard time about holding the mic. Apparently I look like a stand-up comedian, so I'm going to try to go with this mic stand here today. We'll see how it goes. I might end up just yanking it up, though. But anyways, thanks so much for joining me here. Yeah, let's see. I hope everybody had a good holiday season, and I just wanted to kind of do this stream to, just talk about the videos that I made through the year. I'm going to share some of my favorites, and that's it. I can't do this mic stand. I'm going to hold this thing. So I'm just going to talk about some of my favorite videos that I've made so far this year. We're going to reminisce and just, kind of go through some of my favorites. I'm going to share stories about them. But yeah, first, hope everyone had a good holiday season. Hope you had a good Christmas. And Happy New Year, too. My birthday's coming up in 2 days. My birthday's January 1st. Pretty excited about that. Turning 29. Feel like I'm getting old, but, it's okay. Yeah. So, I just want to share this. For Christmas, Reilly gave me this baby, a stuffed animal. Super cute. One of my favorite Christmas gifts. The other Christmas gift I got that I'm super stoked about was this sleep mask. It's a weighted sleep mask that Reilly gave me. And it's kind of like an old man gift, but it's basically just a sleep mask with like these weighted beads. It's super comfortable. So anyways, yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. Merry Christmas. Hope you all had a good Christmas. So yeah, let's look through some of the videos that I've made this year. And then after that, we're going to do a Q&A session. And everyone's pretty excited about that. Going to read some comments here real quick. Living Room Jammed. Yeah, that was a good video. Earlier one from this year. That might have even been 2019, I feel like. Or maybe it was 2020, but I feel like it was, yeah, that was definitely 2019. But yeah, that was a good video for sure. Let's see. Happy early birthday. Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone for tuning in and hanging out with me on YouTube here. All right. So, let's see. The first video that I think we have to talk about today is the beatboxing video with CC. So, this was, definitely a fun one to make, and it was just so cool to see the response that everyone gave, because I'll be honest, this one took me a long time to make, and it really took a lot out of me. It took a lot of effort to make this one, as you can imagine, scourging through hours and hours of footage of CC doing interviews. Not that I didn't enjoy the process. It was really fun to make. But yeah, this was definitely a fun one. And it was cool to see the positive response that everyone gave towards it. And probably the best thing was that I didn't tell anybody that I was going to be making it. I just kind of made it in secret and then published it for everyone to see. And I was like waiting for CC to text me or tell me what he thought about it, because as you can imagine, I was really curious. And then I think it was like a few hours after I released it, Andy texted in the group chat, like the BVB group chat. He's like, "Lonny, what the F is this?" Like as a laugh out loud as a joke, right? And just sent a link to it, and then we all laughed about it in the group text. CC was like, "Oh my god, I hadn't seen this," and yeah, it was pretty funny. So since then, I've been getting like a ton of requests to do other band members. People want to see the other guys in the band beatbox, so I'll probably do that soon. Maybe in the spring I'll do the next guy. I don't know who I'm going to do next, but yeah, I definitely want to do more videos like that, and I'm going to make other people beatbox. I think it could be a fun series, but yeah, really happy with how this first one turned out. Even the thumbnail's just so epic there. Like, yeah, CC's in great shape. I gotta hand it to him. So yeah, that was a fun one to do. Probably my favorite video that I've ever made, too. I gotta say, like, I was just so happy with the way that one turned out. Yeah, cool. So, yeah, let's talk about another one here. So, if you're just tuning in, we're gonna go through some of my favorite videos that I've made so far in 2020. Or I shouldn't say so far. I'm not making any more in 2020. This is the last one. This is the last hurrah. So, yeah, another video that I'm really proud of is this one here, where we were on the cover of Kerrang magazine. And I was just talking about everything that was going on in Black Veil Brides. It was more of like a kind of like a news video, right? Sharing what's happening with the band, kind of getting people up to date, talking about the new Scarlet Cross outfits, some stories about the music video that had just come out at that time, the Kerrang cover. So yeah, that was a fun one to do, and it was kind of a new one for me doing that news style. You know, I do watch a lot of YouTube, and there's a lot of channels that I follow personally that inspire me on this channel. And, you know, a few YouTubers that I enjoy watching, they do videos like this where they just kind of share updates on their life. So I thought it would be a fun thing to try. And, yeah, I thought it was really cool the way it turned out. Yeah, another one that I did in that style was this one here, the 10,000 subscriber one. It was another sort of just giving you guys an update on what's going on in my life. And, yeah, that was a big milestone, too, for the channel, 10,000. You know, I feel like really one of the keys to happiness is just to celebrate every little milestone along the way. Every little victory should be celebrated because, you know, why not celebrate the little things? Because it's rare that massive things happen. So I think the more reasons you have to celebrate, you know, the better off you're going to be, even if it's just something tiny. And this was a big thing for me, though. At the beginning of 2020, I had a goal with the channel to try and get it to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Cheers. And yeah, we managed to do that. So that felt pretty good. And you know, I was thinking like, what would my goal be for 2021? And I'm thinking maybe 25,000 is a good number to set to. It might be a little unrealistic, but I think that's okay. And that's like a quarter way to 100,000 subscribers, which is 100, you know. There's something about a nice even number that really makes you feel good. So yeah, I'd say 25,000 for 2021 could be a pretty good goal, I think. So we're gonna look at some more videos here. It's rainy here today, here in Vancouver, if you can see. Balcony's soaked, got my scarf on, got the fall look happening. And yeah, I want to say too, we got a lot of cool stuff planned for Black Veil Brides in 2021. Hopefully we can tour, right? But if there's a lot of time until we can tour, we do got some cool stuff planned. And actually, just before starting the stream, we were talking in the group chat of a really exciting thing that might be happening. So yeah, just stay tuned. I think it's a really exciting time to be a Black Veil Brides fan or member of the band, for that matter. Yeah, like, you know, even though that there's no touring happening right now, it's like just last year we released ReStich These Wounds, you know, the Alive and Burning 2, Scarlet Cross. There was that one show in Mexico City. Let's see what else. We've got the Patreon page, you know, with weekly videos coming out on there. Yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot going on. So I think it's a really exciting time to be a fan. And even though there's no live concerts to go to, I feel like there's a lot happening with the band, nonetheless. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat here. Texas, we got a flash flood warning. Oh, man. Well, best of luck with that. Have you heard the song Texas Flood by Stevie Ray Vaughan? It's a great one. Can you please collab with Palais Royale? Yeah, I mean, I would love to. I'm sure the other guys would too. I mean, I really like Palais Royale. I first saw them on, so Andy Black did a solo tour in 2018, I think it was. Right, his first solo tour for the Shadow Side. And I hadn't met him yet, but I attended that tour as a fan. And Palais Royale were the openers. And that was my first time hearing about them. But I was like, whoa, these guys are awesome. Like, the singer was, like, jumping up on the PA and stuff, and I thought that was really exciting. So, yeah, I would definitely like to tour with them at some point. Oh, we still got the 10K thumbnail up there. Let's get rid of that. Okay. So, the next video I want to talk about here was, I don't know if you guys remember this one. The desk tour. If you're a new subscriber, some of these might be new to you, but that's kind of the point of this too, is to maybe open your eyes to some videos you might have missed through the year, and you might want to go back and check these out. So yeah, this was just a video of me showing my desk. Yeah, the title kind of speaks for itself. But yeah, I was just showing like where I work out of, you know, here and where I got my workspace. And I was really happy with the way this video turned out. I saw a lot of other YouTubers doing them, and I was like, oh, this would be a cool thing to jump on board with. So I just kind of showed my equipment, showed what I used to record, showed the view outside of here, and surprisingly, the video actually didn't do that well for me. It was one of my lowest performing videos of the year, which I was like, oh, that's kind of strange, because I was like super excited to put it out. But you know, you never know when things are going to connect. I was thinking maybe part of the reason was that I'm so small in the thumbnail there. Maybe people didn't recognize the video as one of mine. But yeah, no, I was really happy with that one. So if you're curious about like seeing where I work out of, go and check out that video. Just type in like Lonny Eagleton desk tour and check it out. Let's see. This was a cool one. This is probably one of my favorites I've ever made as well. The picture in the thumbnail is pretty funny. And yeah, so if you missed this one, I'm just going to explain it quickly. This video was me reacting to an old Black Veil Brides cover that I had made 7 years ago. I guess it would have been like 8 years ago now. So yeah, and like, what was the year? My math isn't that good. 2014 maybe. I did a cover on guitar. I played the solo for Falling Angels, right? And I filmed myself. I put it on YouTube. And I've since taken it off of YouTube just because I wasn't as happy with the quality. But anyways, I brought it back for this reaction, and I just reacted to it. And it's crazy to see. Like, if you zoom in, you can see in the thumbnail there, I have like way different hair. Like I'm a lot younger. There's a CD rack behind me. Like, it's just so dated right now. So it was cool to go back and visit that. So yeah, if you missed that one, go and check it out. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's me playing like guitar solo for Fallen Angels 7 years ago. So yeah, now that I'm a member of the band, it's like, you know, how often do you have the opportunity to make a video like that where you go back and watch yourself playing the cover of the band that you're in before you're in the band? Like, I don't know if that's ever happened. So yeah, definitely a cool one. Okay, this one I'm super excited about. So most of you have probably seen this one. This was actually like one of my best performing videos of the year. Shout out to everyone who's just tuning in. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. I think I saw Jake was doing a stream last night, like super late or something. So if you guys are lacking sleep, then don't feel like you have to stay. But I'm happy to have you here. All right, so yeah, I do want to talk about this video. Everything's backwards, so when I do this, it's like confusing. Yeah, actually, first let's just check out some more of your comments. What about Andy beatboxing? Yeah, I'd love to make Andy beatbox, and him and I were talking about it. I think he'd be pretty excited to see himself beatbox. So yeah, that'll probably come out at some point in 2021. We're all really excited about 2021, mostly for Andy beatboxing. I think that'll be the highlight of the year. Let's see what else. That was an amazing video. Thank you so much. What place would you like to visit? Where would I like to visit? You know, me and Rita have been talking about traveling to the UK and visiting the tourist attractions there whenever we can. You know, we just finished watching Downton Abbey, which is like a UK kind of show from spans from the 1920s to the 1940s. So we're really interested in that time period, and just like seeing all the old estates and castles and stuff like that really appeals to us. So we want to go visit like London together. You know, we've never been to these places together. Wales, Scotland, even Ireland. You know, we really want to do that. So that'd be something to see. We really want to see the pyramids too in Egypt. But yeah, there's so many places to go to. Let's see. I'll do one more question here, and then we'll keep reminiscing about the videos. Let's see. You do a collab with Falling in Reverse from Matthew Curry. Yeah, I'd love to. You know, the last live stream I did, we're talking about Falling in Reverse. I've always been a big fan of those guys. Ronnie just writes the catchiest melodies, and yeah, they have great guitar work in the band. I love how their sound evolves from album to album, and I might be one of the few people, but I love Ronnie's rap mixtape EP that he put out a few years back. Like, man, I can't even tell you how many times I listened to that. Like, yeah, so many good tracks on there. So I feel like that one didn't get as much love as it should have, but I love his rap stuff. Let's see, Renee Boland, I wanted to thank you for the cameo. Oh yeah, my pleasure. Yeah, thanks for thanks for saying that. I love doing the cameos too. All right, cool. So let's talk about this quiz video. which I accidentally left the thumbnail up during that entire spiel again. All right, so let's see. This video, if you guys missed this one, this was basically, online there's a quiz. It's like, which Black Veil Brides era are you? You know, which era do you suit out of all the eras? And one sec, my mom just texted me. Okay, it's all good. Cool. So, yeah, it was basically like, which quiz do you, which era of the band do you suit? You know, and I was like, oh, this will be a really fun video to do. You know, it'd be fun for a band member to take the quiz. You know, because like obviously that's pretty interesting. So I took the quiz. I got Wretched and Divine, and yeah, it was just a really fun video to make. You know, this was like one of the first videos that I tried to make, like as a sort of like a comical video, try to make it like sort of funny, right? And I thought it turned out pretty good. And it was probably like my first video that really like took off, you know, like I didn't like break the internet or anything, but it did relatively well for my channel. And it's currently one of my best performing videos to date. I really like the thumbnail too, you know, just doing that goofy face, trying to make it really clickable. And then I got the different eras of Andy back there and the question marks. Oh yeah, thinking back too, this was one of my first videos or probably the first video where I started using Canva to make the thumbnails, which is just a program that helps you make thumbnails. So yeah, you can see like the thumbnail just looks pretty professional, in my opinion, with the way it's got that yellow background and everything. Cool. Yeah, let me know in the comments. This is what I'm going to talk about next here. We'll talk about that in a second. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite video of mine so far that you've seen? Also, I'm really interested to see like which video brought you into the channel, you know, as a viewer. Because I know when I discover a new YouTube channel or somebody who makes YouTube videos, it's usually one video that I see first and that really makes me be like, oh, cool, I'm going to keep watching their content. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I can always trace it back to one video that really like brought me into the channel. So whether it was that beatboxing one, probably for many of you, or the quiz video, or one of my playthroughs, yeah, let me know. You know, I'm always fascinated to see that. All right, let's check out a couple more questions here. I have done the quiz. Rowan Bunka, nice. Which era did you get? Oh yeah, another bum thing was that the modern era wasn't even in the quiz, so that was kind of lame. Like I feel like the modern era counts, you know, but I guess they just got to update the quiz. CC Beatbox, nice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's my favorite video that I've made. What did I miss there? AP unboxing cover is my fave. Oh, thanks, Angela. Yeah, that was a fun one too. We're going to talk about that shortly. Loved Black Veil Brides from Lori Greger. Loved Black Veil Brides. Does that mean you don't like us anymore? I'm just kidding. I'm sure you do. Quiz and the beatbox. Yeah, nice. Did you buy Andy's book? I just received mine today. Yeah, actually, it's funny. I bought one like on pre-sale, like right when they came out. And then I was actually with him at the time, and I was like, "Hey, yo, I just bought your book." And he's like, "Oh, you didn't have to do that. I was just gonna give you one." And I was like, "Oh, all right. Well, I guess I'll have two." And then he gave me one, so now I have two. I have two copies of his book. But yeah, I've been reading it. I'm nearly finished. It's really good. It's really cool. And it's it's a privilege to be mentioned in it. Yeah. It's it's a good read though. If anyone hasn't checked out his book, it's an autobiography. Well, so far autobiography, up until his current period. I'm sure he'll write another book in the future as his his career is kind of just beginning in many ways. So I'm sure there'll be many more stories to tell. But yeah, it's really good. He did a really good job in writing that. So yeah, definitely check that out. I've really been enjoying it. Got a couple chapters left. Let's see one more question here. When you was mentioned in Andy's book, I cried. Oh, well, you're not alone. So did I. Actually, I didn't cry, but I was very touched. I was very touched. Yeah, he was talking about the Ghost of Ohio tour that we did together. That was a really fun tour that we did. Actually, I wanted to share this story from the Ghost of Ohio tour. So in case anyone doesn't know, before joining Black Veil Brides, I first toured with Andy in his solo project, Andy Black, supporting his album Ghost of Ohio. And on that tour, Andy would wear a lot of like black undershirts, you know, that you can get, and he'd like rip them up and they look super cool. But the thing was, apparently it's really hard to find just black undershirts by themselves. They only come, for whatever reason, they only come in packs of black with gray. Like you have to get a gray one and a black one together. You can never find just black. It's really strange. So he was always buying them, you know, buying new ones every day to like rip them up and stuff. And I was like, what do you do with the gray ones? Because I never saw him wearing them. He's like, oh, I just, you know, donate them to charity or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's nice of you. But little did I know that he was actually just stashing them away, because on the very last day of that tour, I opened my bunk curtain to find like 60 gray undershirts just littered all over my bunk. That's a joke. So I guess he'd been hanging on to them all tour just to like give them all to me at the end. So yeah, then I went home with like a full suitcase of gray undershirts, which have yet to be worn. So that was kind of funny. All right, let's see. One more thing here. I like the guitar riffs on Scarlet Cross. You guys did an amazing job. Just wanted to let you know that, Lonny. That's from Brianna Malm Hernandez. Ah, thanks. Thanks, Brianna. Appreciate it. Yeah, I love the riff in Scarlet Cross. It's pretty badass. All right, cool. So, appreciate you guys here. Let's talk about another video here. What was I going to discuss? Yeah, this one. So, this is a... if you guys missed this one, this was an interview I did with my friend Matt Reilly, who plays bass for Avril Lavigne. So it was a cool interview. It was like me interviewing him. And this was my first time ever interviewing somebody, like conducting an interview. And as much as I was interviewing him, he was also interviewing me. It was kind of more of a conversation back and forth. It was a longer video. It was just under an hour, and it was more in the style of a podcast, I would say, than a real YouTube video. But yeah, it was fun, and Matt's a really cool guy. So go check that one out if you missed it. We talked a lot about his involvement with Avril Lavigne, what it's like touring for touring for like a pop star, or what it's like playing for Black Veil Brides. You know, I was sharing a lot of my stories too. Eminem mug. Yeah, so go check that one out. That was something I was really proud of. Let's see, next one here. This was one where I did a gear review of the acoustic simulator effect on the Kemper Profiler. I don't know if you guys remember this one. This was back in the summer, I guess. Might have even been the spring. But I remember it was really hot when I filmed that video, so it was probably in the summer. So yeah, and this was a cool one because it got picked up by GuitarWorld.com and Guitar.com, and it was featured in some articles that they had written on their websites, respectively. So yeah, I was really proud of that one. I'm really excited about how that one turned out. This was something that I saw somebody else mention earlier in the chat. Super funny thumbnail, right? I'll see if I can imitate that. I can't even do it now. But yeah, this was basically an unboxing video of my first magazine cover with the band. So we were on the cover of AP Magazine. I now have this magazine framed just above my desk right there, which looks pretty cool. And yeah, the video was me just unboxing it. My wife Rita was in it too. I think that was our first video that we made together with Rita on the channel, and she's been in a few videos since then. So yeah, that was a cool video to make, and you can really see like my honest reaction to seeing myself on a magazine cover for the first time. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that one. Go back and check it out if you missed it. Yeah, all right. So just want to talk about a couple more here. Oh yeah, okay. So I released 4 playthroughs when we put out ReStich These Wounds. So yeah, I got these all lined up here. I did Sweet Blasphemy, Perfect Weapon, Knives and Pens, and Beautiful Remains. So yeah, it was it was really fun filming those, and I feel like those helped to bring a lot of new faces and a new audience into my channel here. People who were discovering those playthroughs just through YouTube recommendations or retweets or whatever it was. I feel like that really helped to grow my audience. And it always felt like, but before those videos, the channel wasn't as big as it is now. I'm not saying it's massive now or anything, but those videos really helped to, heighten the awareness of the channel. And I always felt like what I was doing had the capability for an audience, or that people would be interested in what I was doing. But, it just takes people being aware of it. And I get messages every day. People are like, oh, I didn't even know you had a YouTube channel. I've been watching your videos, and I really enjoy them. And that makes me feel so good. But then at the same time, I'm like, oh, that's too bad you didn't know I had a YouTube channel until now. So it really just takes, getting the word out there. And I thank all of you who have been helping to spread the word with, sharing the videos on Twitter and Instagram and, just telling your friends. Because I do really like being a part of this YouTube community here with all you guys. And yeah, we are really like one big family. So yeah, those playthroughs were fun to do. And, a lot of people realize, but those were just filmed right here in my apartment, like they look super professional, I feel, with the white backdrop and everything. Like it looks like it was filmed in some sort of studio, and I had a lot of people think that, but really it was just filmed like right here in the apartment. I went out and bought a backdrop, I bought these lights off Amazon, and I just taught myself how to use them. So, like the misconception is that because I'm in like a well-known band, that everything's just taken care of and everything's going to look awesome and sound awesome no matter what. And it's really not the case. We really do work hard for everything we put out. And that's not to say that we don't work with amazing photographers and videographers on occasion, but when it comes to this YouTube channel, which is kind of outside of the band, it's all me, right? I do it all myself, like I set everything up and edit everything myself. So the fact that people thought that those playthroughs were filmed in a studio really made me feel good. And yeah, I'm not saying my stuff looks amazing, but I am very proud of it. Like it doesn't look like a movie theater style quality or anything, but I am really proud of it. And basically what I'm trying to say is that if any of you are wanting to start a new hobby or make a YouTube channel or make videos, then I really encourage you to do it, because YouTube tutorials are a great thing that we can all learn from, and yeah, it's kind of a shame to not take advantage of that knowledge and teaching that's out there for free on the internet. So yeah, I just want to encourage you guys to go and chase whatever it is you want to do. Cool. All right, so we're gonna just look at like 2 more videos here, and then I'll get to a bunch of questions. So let's see. Real quick, this was a fun one I did earlier in the year. It was 5 bass tips. I was just sharing 5 bass tips. The thumbnail kind of speaks for itself, I guess. Yeah. Got my Vancouver Grizzlies hat on there. Let's see, one more here. So, this is the last one I want to share. It was really fun to do. It's just a slap bass solo that I recorded out on my balcony there. Sure. And the best part about the video is I got the mustache, right? This was right after there was a time earlier in the spring when everyone in Black Veil Brides grew a quarantine beard. So yeah, I had a pretty gnarly quarantine beard for a while, and I actually dyed it black at the end just to really make it dark. And man, I looked like a young Santa Claus. It was pretty awesome. And then I shaved it off to make this video. The original thumbnail was actually like this, so you can really see the mustache. There, Rita hated it. Yeah, oh man, she hated that mustache, let me tell you. So yeah, I felt like it was like a little too mustachy, so then I changed it to the thumbnail below, just because I couldn't handle that much mustache in my life. But yeah, go check that video out if you missed it. It's a short one, it's only like a minute long, it's just me playing bass, but yeah, that mustache, pretty awesome. Cool. So yeah, that's that's what I wanted to share with you in regards to those videos. Yeah, actually, just real quick, I just want to show some honorable mentions here. The Scarlet Cross playthrough was a really fun one. I felt it looked pretty cinematic. The Les Paul video I put out just like last week or 2 weeks ago, really excited about that one too. I felt like my editing I was really proud of it there. But that's a recent one, so most of you have probably seen that. The Carolyn bass lesson was cool. Oh yeah, and I should probably mention too, I did this collaboration with my buddy Alex Hefner, who he does like reaction videos for metal songs. And yeah, we watched Scarlet Cross together, we commented on it. The thumbnail is pretty funny there. I'm all blacked out with the question mark there. It's like, oh, who is it? Who did he do the reaction with? So yeah, Alex was a cool guy, and we had a fun time filming that together for his channel. I love doing the collaborations. Got a couple more collaborations planned for next year too. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Yeah, like I think it's important too. I just want to say one more thing about the YouTube stuff is that I always try to go with the ideology that I'm going to improve one thing at least in every video that I make. So in every video, I try to make sure one thing is better than the last, whether it's audio or the camera angle or just my camera presence or my speaking voice. I try to improve one thing in every video. A couple of the salient things that come to mind. Earlier in the year, I was filming everything on my iPhone. All the videos were done on my iPhone, which worked. There's nothing wrong with that. Halfway through the year, I upgraded to a Sony camera, which allowed me the possibility to film everything in 4K and upload in 4K. So that really helped improve the quality and the sharpness of my videos. I've also started adding subtitles to my videos. So every video that I publish now has 11 subtitles. 11 different languages of subtitles. I do English, Spanish, Italian, Ukrainian, French, Polish, Filipino, Russian, German, Indonesian, and Portuguese. And, it takes a long time to do that stuff, but I understand that a lot of people who are fans of Black Veil Brides might not speak English. So I just, I don't want to leave anybody out. And yeah, these things take time, but it's, I just feel like I want to do it right, and I want to make sure everyone can have a chance to watch these videos if they want to. So yeah, just, thanks again for watching the videos and tuning into live streams and stuff. And listening to the band's music. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Like, you guys are so great. We love you all so much. So yeah, as I said before, it's a really exciting time to be a fan of Black Veil Brides. A lot going on, right? There's always some sort of live stream or some sort of song that's coming out soon or a recent song you can listen to. As I mentioned, the Alive and Burning streaming experience was a really cool thing. Yeah, we run 2 magazine covers in 2020. That was an honor for sure. AP and Kerrang. Hopefully more to come, I'm sure. But yeah, the big thing is hopefully we can tour soon. We miss that feeling, definitely. Yeah. So, all right. So that that's really all I want to talk about with the YouTube stuff. So I'd love to answer some questions here with you guys. Let's do that for a bit. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look. I want to make sure I'm still on the shot. Cool. Okay. Who was your favorite band member before you joined BVB? Oh, crap. I just read the first question that my eyes saw, and now I totally regret it. Yeah, okay. I don't know. It's hard to say. I guess, they're all very cool in their own rights. I'd say maybe Jake was my favorite, just because I really enjoyed, all the social media stuff that he did. I liked watching his YouTube videos and his vlogs, and I've always been a fan of lead guitar. I know Jinx is an amazing lead player too, but Jake does more solos in the band. So yeah, I guess, I don't know. I was always a big fan of Jake, but a big fan of everybody, for sure. Did you watch The Mandalorian? Yeah, so I watched season 1 on my own when it came out. Rita had never seen it. We went back, and we're currently watching season 1 together now. And yeah, it's great, because Baby Yoda is so cute, right? My favorite Christmas gift of the year. So thanks again, Rita. Yeah, let's see. Lonny is from Canada, where French and English are the main languages. Oui, c'est vrai. Je parle français très malheureuse, mais j'essaie le meilleur que je peux. That was me trying to talk French. In Alive and Burning 2, what was your most favorite song to perform in the set? I guess Scarlet Cross, just because it was a new one, and it's always exciting playing a new song. As a newer member of the band too, I enjoy and feel more pride playing songs that I was a part of, upon the release. That's saying I love playing everything though, like Knives and Pens is a blast, Coffin, all this stuff is a privilege, and I do feel an honor to have this responsibility to help the guys carry the legacy of the band into this new decade. But there's something about, playing Scarlet Cross or playing The Vengeance. And it's like, yeah, I was in that music video. I was a part of that release. So those ones do take on a different level of meaning for me, I would say. Yeah, okay. Let's get to another one here. His hands are huge. Are you talking about me? I don't know. It's probably just the perspective. See, they look tiny when they're back here. But yeah, I mean, I guess they're a little bit. It helps with the guitar playing, I guess. Is it possible for BVB to come to Mexico? P.S. Can you send a greeting to my brother, David Argueta? What's up, David? Shout out. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we were just in Mexico in March. We do want to play more shows in Mexico. We will. Really, people ask all the time if we're going to come to certain places, and in reality, there's no spot in the world that we don't want to go to, right? There's no countries that we wouldn't go and see, right? We do want to go everywhere, and we love the fact that there's fans all over the world in pretty much every single country. So there's really no spot that we don't want to go to and play. So yeah, it really just depends if it works out into the tour routing or if there's a promoter there willing to contact us and book us. But yeah, as soon as we can tour, we're going to try and hit as many spots as we can. For sure. Lonny is a bean. People keep saying that to me. I don't know what that means. A bean. Can you do a playthrough for God Bless You? That'd be cool. Yeah, God Bless You has always been one of my favorite songs on the Set the World on Fire album. So yeah, that might be cool. That might be something to consider. Good idea. Boston, please. Yeah, for sure. Boston's great. I like the band Boston as well. My internet dipped. What did I miss? Oh, you just missed me talking, answering some questions. Yeah. Well, glad to have you back, though. Please come to Spain. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Ashton G saying I'm a good fit for the band. Oh, thanks, Ashton. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I was really honored when they chose me. I'm sure there were hundreds of people who would have just been dying for the position. So the fact that they, deemed me as the one that they wanted to join, it's such a great feeling. San Antonio, yeah, definitely. Who is your favorite bassist of all time? That's a cool one. I'd probably go with John Paul Jones from the band Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin's my favorite band, so I've always liked the stuff he's done. The bass line in Ramble On is awesome. But yeah, there's so many great players out there. I like Victor Wooten too, who I've talked about on the channel in the past. He's a really good bassist. Does a lot of flashy stuff. I really enjoy that. You're my second favorite Canadian. Wow. Who's your first? Who's your first? I really want to know. Is it, let's see, Shawn Mendes, Justin Bieber? A lot of famous Canadians out there. But yeah, I guess second's pretty good. I'll take that. Andy Blonsack. Yeah. You coming to Download in 2021? Yeah, we want to. We've all said that Download is probably the show that we're all most looking forward to playing. I've always wanted to play there. Who are your influences? Sorry, what are your influences? From Laura C. My first favorite band when I was a kid was the Backstreet Boys when I was like 7. And, after that, when I started getting into like actual rock bands, I was into like AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Van Halen, Metallica, Led Zeppelin, In Excess, the Beatles, all those like bands like that, like the classic rock bands that I feel like you have to spend some time with. From there, I got into more newer bands. Black Dog Rides and Falling in Reverse were two really big influences for me. I got really into country music in high school too, like new country, like Luke Bryan, Zach Brown, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm kind of all over. Justin Beveridge is Canadian. Yeah, assuming you're talking about Justin Bieber, he's Canadian. You are my fourth favorite Canadian after Neil Peart, Geddy Lee, and Alex Lifeson. Nice. Yeah, Rush is a great band. Those are the members in Rush, in case anyone doesn't recognize that. I'll take that. I would never dream that I would be, placed above those guys. So that's super cool. No, thanks so much. Yeah, I got to give a moment too to say how it's kind of a sad day because I don't know what's going on in other parts of the world, but in Canada here, this is the last day that Netflix is going to be streaming Friends television series on Netflix. This is the last day you can watch it. So that kind of sucks. Been trying to get my Friends fix in until then. I don't know what's going on in other countries, but that's what's happening here in Canada. Apparently it's moving to Crave TV or something, but like who has Crave, right? So yeah, it's kind of a bummer. I don't mean to bum everybody out, but my favorite Canadian. Yeah, Casey. All right, happy to be somebody's favorite. That's cool. All right, cool. Well, let's get to let's just do a couple more questions here. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Hope you had a good 2020 considering everything that went on. At least the best it could be. I know Christmas was a weird time for me. It was, couldn't really see my family or anything. But yeah, looking forward to next year. Looking forward to 2021. And I say it all the time, but I really appreciate you guys watching the videos and hanging out with me on here and listening to the band and all of those who subscribe to our Patreon page. Everything. It really means the world to us, and we got so much coming out for you next year. As I mentioned earlier, just before this live stream, we were talking in the group chat, the band group chat, about a really exciting thing that's probably happening in 2021 that I'm super excited about. So, always lots going on. And I hate to be the guy that's like, oh, there's something cool, but I can't tell you what it is, because everybody hates that. But, yeah, it's true. Let's see. All right, let's get to just a couple more here. Thoughts on how touring will turn out in 2021? Yeah, I don't know. Like, nobody really knows, and that's just the thing. I keep seeing these rumors that, like, I saw one thing, I don't know if it's true, but apparently by the summer, everyone who wants to be vaccinated will get to be vaccinated. And if that's true, then that certainly does look bright for the touring industry come that time. But yeah, I don't know. I just try to not think about it much. It just kind of bums me out the more I think about it. So I just try to take it as it comes, and whenever we can get out there, we will be. For now, we're just working on the new record, and I'm just making YouTube videos and doing some other projects on the side. So yeah, I got stuff going on. It's not like I'm just sitting at home doing nothing, but yeah, touring would be nice. Not gonna lie. Cool. The first CD you ever owned. The first CD I ever owned was Chumbawamba, which is a band that does like, I got knocked down, but I got up again. You're never gonna keep me down. You know that song. That was my first CD. So, not that cool of a first CD, but I feel like everyone's first CD is kind of lame, and that's just like a rite of passage into being a music fan. Or maybe that is a cool CD. I don't know. I'm 29 in 2 days. I'm getting old. I feel like I'm at the age where I don't know what's cool anymore. So. All right. Are movie theaters open in British Columbia? I think so. I haven't been to a movie theater, though, since the pandemic, but I'm pretty sure they are open. It's just the space to see it in. Yeah. Shout out to fellow Canadians in there. All right. What's your favorite food? Frozen blueberries. Yeah. So good. All right. Let's go one more question here, and then we'll call it. Laura C is asking, what's your favorite song? What does it mean to you? So my favorite song is the song Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. It's always been my favorite song. And actually it recently made a resurgence. It was in like some viral TikTok video of a guy longboarding down a hill drinking some sort of juice to the song Dreams. And since then the song like shot back up to #1, and it's from the 70s, right? So yeah, it's like seeing a whole new audience and reaching a whole new level of popularity from that one TikTok video, which is cool to see how social media can have such an influence on the music that people listen to, even if it's an older song like that. But yeah, it's just such a pretty song, and it really calms me down. I have the Stevie Nicks portrait on my shoulder there underneath the jacket, who's the girl who sings the song. So yeah, that song means a lot to me. Check it out if you haven't. Yeah. My first CD was One Direction. Nice. I love One Direction. Yeah. I hope I don't lose a lot of my street cred by saying that, but yeah, I really like One Direction. And on that note, I think that's probably good for today here. So thanks for tuning in with me. Thanks for watching my videos through the year. A lot more to come. This stream will be available to watch afterwards. I'll upload it as a YouTube video, so you guys can rewatch it if you'd like. But yeah, thanks again for supporting the channel. All that stuff really means the world to me. Lots more videos on the way for 2021. And I love making this content for you. So keep checking it out. Keep leaving the comments for me. I read everything. I try to respond to as much as I can. So yeah, lots to come in 2021. And Happy New Year, everybody. Appreciate it. We'll catch you next time.